Hello and welcome to Atelier RGS. Today we're doing something a bit different. We've come outside. Tomorrow is the Alley Retro, which is a kind of car and bike show that's held every year here in the local town of Beziers. As the Marini is a bit lacking in wheels at the moment, I thought I'd take this, the mysterious red blob you might have seen in the background a few times. So let's get it uncovered and get it ready. So what this is, as some of you will no doubt recognise, is a Mark III MR2, or as they're called in France, for reasons I'll go into a bit later maybe, a MR Spider. So this is a 2005 model. I've had it for about 9 years, I think. Originally bought it in the UK and then imported it into France because it's much cheaper than buying them here. Work I've done on it so far, it was and is still to a certain extent, a daily driver. Not as daily as it used to be, it has to be said. But the work it's had done when I first got it is I had to change the rear subframe. They do rot quite spectacularly, mainly where the exhaust goes underneath the subframe and burns the paint off. So that was changed, and I've upgraded the brakes. It's got EBC pads, I think they're EBC discs as well, and various other minor bits and pieces, but really not a huge amount. It has been a very reliable little car, and they're great fun. You know, the smiles per pound factor is really good on these. So anyhow, it's been sat around collecting dust, so I need to clean it off, get it ready, make sure it's got electricity in the battery, that kind of thing. So let's get on to it. Okay, so we just turned onto Allée Paul Riquet, which is named after the guy who designed the Canal du Midi, which goes from, cuts France in half pretty much. Saves going across the Bay of Biscay. I actually have no idea where I'm going, so I'm just going to follow the other old looking cars ahead. Looks like it's left here. Bonjour. Pardon?
Bonjour.
Bonjour.
Votre nom?
Smith.
Robert.
Oui, c'est moi.
Allez, super. Vous avancez tout droit, il y a mon collègue avec la voiture blanche qui va vous donner le
D'accord.
carton et la plaque et vous allez vous garer.
Merci. So I guess you can't really call this a town square because it's long and thin, but this fulfills that function. You get markets and all sorts of things, including in the summer, every Thursday there's a wine festival here. I do like living here. Bonjour. Merci. There's a really diverse range of cars that comes here and bikes as well, so you can see a few here. Traction avant, some kind of military thing. My friend Alan. Bonjour, monsieur.
How are you, buddy?
I'm good, thank you.
Oh, you got a sign, I think.
Yeah, I don't know what I do with that.
Put it in there, I think.
Okay.
I'm just suggest you just put it beside the next one.
Yeah. She looks official. Bonjour, j'ai parqué là-bas.
Oui, vous pouvez vous garer comme ça.
D'accord.
On va laisser passer le véhicule
Ok.
militaire là. Et après, vous pouvez vous mettre en épi.
Merci.
Merci.
Need to have a look in the sunshine and see if I've got all the polish off it. Am I looking behind?
All right, yeah, you're all right. No. You've got 3 feet. You've got 3 feet.
Merci beaucoup. Do you want to put your helmet behind the seat, save carrying it around?
That would be a safe.
In the capacious boot?
Oh, it's expensive.
Could move house with that, as long as you didn't have any belongings. Oh yes, I did a shit job there, that's great.
It's as clean as all the rest of them. Oh, don't be silly. You're going to win a prize.
Yes, I am. The best right-hand drive 2005 MR2 parked on this side of the alley. before 9 o'clock.
No, that's true.
I think I'm definitely a shoe-in for that category.
Let's go!
Non lo quita l'aspirina, è un amor che contamina,
So a beautiful day here in Beziers for the Alley Retro. The thing I like about this show, there's such a diverse range of cars and bikes here, many of which I've never seen before. Some of which are a bit more familiar. of my favourite cars, the Pontiac Firebird. I think I'd like the a year or two older version than this, where they've got the chrome all the way across the front. Whole front. Even the town parks department's getting on the act. You have to have 2 CBs in France, of course. A few military vehicles, complete with people playing soldier. Rather nice DS. Another car on the list. My list is very long, and that would never fit in the garage. So, oh, hold on. Another nice Porsche. Frog Eye. Very beautiful Renault Alpine. I actually like the modern ones of these as well, but the classic version is just so pretty. And completely out of my price range.
Il n'y a pas d'histoire de taxes aujourd'hui, des choses comme ça par rapport au véhicule. Ce qui s'est passé, c'est que Chevrolet avait pas pu importer la Camaro en Europe de 2010.
Some of these cars I'm quite familiar with because they're members of the AOC club, which is the local car club I'm familiar with. This one in particular, this is a Porsche 912 that is just beautiful. The interior is amazing. And hopefully you can see that beautifully done. This guy shows up most of the show car events that the club runs. This is the body style of 911 that I really like. This is a Citroen. Yes. Again, absolutely lovely. But the real contrast here is that here you've got a relatively modern Saab. Next to an Eldorado. Across from a current or really fairly recent Corvette.
On dirait une abeille ou une guêpe.
Bugatti replica. A feeling that's I think that's Beetle front suspension. If I'm wrong, let me know in the comments. Donkavoort for people who think a Caterham 7 is a little bit boring. I had a Caterham 7, so obviously I don't. Sucker for orange cars. That Mustang looks great. If you're ever passing through Beziers, I can recommend this restaurant, which is Conti's. Not expensive, lovely people, good food. my mind, that's a car that nearly makes the old category of so ugly it's beautiful, but not quite. Mercury Cougar. Basically just a stretched Mustang. But because I'm a child, I do like the headlamp covers. Right next to a midget. Interesting juxtaposition. Beautiful car. Now this car is the so ugly it's beautiful category personified. Ridiculous things, I'd love one. The vehicle I most regret selling was one of those. Went all around Europe in it. Yeah. Changed the engine 3 times. Yeah. Well, the nice convertible Peugeot 404. I do like these. Old Matra. Don't know the model number. If you look at them in detail, they seem a little crude, but they just look fantastic in my eye. Each to his own, but I really like those. Now these are interesting. It's the Rat. I'm probably pronouncing it wrong. Probably Ira. But it's front-wheel drive. It's some of them. The later ones I think had traction avant engines. The earlier ones had something different, but 1930s, 1940s, I believe. If I get it wrong, I'll put a subtitle up saying the actual year. But one of the guys in the club's got one of these. Not quite such good condition, but nice cars and interesting. (1936) it says on the sign. Next to a purple Mini. You gotta love a Mini. I get the feeling most of the people who watch my videos are about my age, so it'd be interesting to know what proportion of them actually learned to drive in a Mini of some sort. I certainly did. There's one for my brother Gary, he had one of these. Scared the bejeebers out of me when he took it from me driving it. And there's the one he would have liked, which is the 1.9. Nice to see some survivors. I think a lot of kids like my brother crashed them, probably. So there's the best car in the show. I believe it's a shoe-in for all the classic car tests. Power steering. This is a replica GT40, but nicely done, it has to be said. I think I've seen it at the club a few times. A couple of very pretty Mercedes. Now we get to the motorcycle area. Cool. Rather nice Laverde 750 SF, he said, reading the side panels. I do like these two-cylinder Laverdes. I'm not really keen on the Jotas, plus they'd be too scary for me. So this is actually a motorcycle club that shares the shares this event. This is my friend Alan's MV. Which is rather nice. Another Lomax. I don't know what this is, but I do like it. You know what this is, Alan?
French engine, like Croise. Chaise.
Yeah, cheers.
Chaise.
Can change.
I mean,
It's a Bitzer, isn't it?
yeah, it's a Chaise engine in it. I think you said it was $1 a frame.
Okay. Oh, okay. That's kind of cool, isn't it? Oh, yeah. Motorcycle for the man who gets thirsty on short trips. Excellent. Wonderful patina on whatever that is. I think this is one of those shows you see people gravitating to the bikes that were, and cars that were, they dreamt of when they were kids. Certainly what I do. What did you have on your wall as a poster when you were a kid? I'm still learning some of the bikes that you see in France. I mean, this is obviously a British AJS, but there are a bunch of manufacturers that never really made it into the UK. Everyone was buying Triumph Tigers. Not knowledgeable about military vehicles, so I'll just play music over this bit. Born on the Enter Jeep, I know that. BMW. So that's the end of the LA Retro for another year. Hopefully next year I'll be able to bring the bike. If not, I shall be mocked. Well, that's it for this episode. If you've liked it, please click share, like, comment and subscribe. If you'd like to see more of this type of video, please put it in the comments. You'll probably see the MR2 again once I finish the Marini. There's some bits and pieces that need doing on this, like air conditioning and things like that. So thanks for watching. See you next time.